Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Me reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Duel, better known to as the Big D, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Back again with another mini reviews vid. Today I'm going to be tackling 3 recent films. Well, 2 recent ones and 1 brand new one. Anyway, now this excuse me, we'll be focusing on some flicks that might not be so hot. Well, one won't. One will be decent. It's fairly pretty decent enough, but one that I thought was really good. So, if you're ready, let's get on with this. Here we go. Here's the first mini review. First up is Afraid. Released by Columbia back in August of this year, on August 30th of this year. It's a sci-fi horror flick that was released by Sony's Columbia the Pictures, along with Jason Blum and director Chris Weitz, Drew Blumhouse, and Depth of Field. Now, the film stars John Cho along with Catherine Waterston, Havana Rose, Lucia Maxwell, Ashley Romans, Greg Hill, Ricky Lindholm, David Dastmalchian, and Keith Carradine. Now, the film's story follows a family whose smart home AI increasingly interjects itself into their home and in their lives. See, well, we start on one family and then we go to the present day about, well, with these two, Curtis and Meredith, and they have 3 kids, a teenage daughter named Iris, and 2 sons, Cal and Preston. Preston has an anxiety disorder and stuff like that. Well, Curtis is notified by his boss, Marcus Ace, that company is designing a new AI and wants to pitch it to their company, although he's uncomfortable with the growing AI industry. Well, they get it and they call it AIA, AIA. Yeah, and then it takes over, but soon takes over their lives. Now, for my thoughts on this film, I didn't think it was good. This is from the same company that gave us Megan and The Black Phone and lots of others. This is nowhere as good as Megan. I watched this film before last month was over with on Netflix, which that's where you can stream it. It's streaming there now, and it is, and I should say it is should be on physical media as well. But this film, it sucks. This film got dissed like crazy. It sits at a mere 23% on Rotten Tomatoes, repeating the beats of better techno horrors. The film short circuits due to the cliched software of its script and the uninspired hardware of its draft. CinemaScore gave it a C+, and PostTrack gave it 49%, and Metacritic gave it 28 score. Yeah, but I'm just not gonna talk too much about the reviews and what have you. I just don't think this film is nowhere close to being as scary as I would have wanted it to be. I would have liked it to be a little bit like Megan, but it just didn't pull it off very well. Although I did watch another film called Subservience, I think it was. I'm not going to be reviewing it though, but well, maybe I will. Well, another day perhaps, which was a little better than this one. We do have an okay cast with John Cho as Chris. He's not too bad. Catherine Waterston plays Meredith, and Keith Carradine plays Marcus. Havana Rose Liu voices Aya, and also plays the character of Melody. Lucia Maxwell is Iris, and there's many others and what have you. So the cast is okay, but this film Sora bombed at the box office, even though it made 12.6 million on its $12 million budget. So factually, it's considered a major dud. Alex Weston's score for the film was okay and what have you. But again, I would have expected better from Afraid, and I just didn't like this film at all. It's just too it's just too dull, and it really short circuits big time. I'd rather watch Megan or Subservience over this. I think that's what it was. Yeah, Subservience. But anyway, Afraid, not a good film. Avoid this film at all cost. For my score, I give Afraid only 2 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm just going to give this a 4. And this will definitely be on my worst films of 2024 ranking, which I'm currently working on, as a matter of fact. All right, now to the next film I'm doing a mini review of. The next mini review will be on the 2024 action comedy flick Wolves, which is from Apple Films. Well, or should I say Apple Studios? It, of course, was distributed by Apple TV Plus, which actually got a limited theatrical release on September 20th of this year, and then came to Apple TV Plus the following week. The film stars George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Amy Ryan, Austin Abrams, and Purna Jagannathan. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. And its plot follows two professional fixers who are forced to work together on a job despite their preference to operate as lone wolves. Yes. After a Manhattan district attorney panics after a young man in her hotel room, who she met later at the hotel bar, ends up dead, calls a number given to her for such as an emergency, and secures the services of an unarmed, well, not unarmed, an unnamed professional fixer. Yeah, and then soon we see another one. So apparently they're forced to work together. Anyway, now that's all I'll tell you. But anyway, my thoughts on the film was I think this was a little decent, what have you. Now, actually, this was a this was actually released in theaters through Columbia and well through Sony, meaning that would be their third overall teaming with Apple Studios after recently doing Napoleon and Fly Me to the Moon. So anyway, this film did okay, but it only lasted a week, so I can't figure out how much that's. I'm gonna say Wolves was okay and what have you. Now, of course, this isn't the first time we've seen Clooney and Pitt together. They actually did work on other films like the Danny Ocean films. Anyway, I thought they were both really good as the fixers, and I thought they were absolutely very good. We also have Amy Ryan as Margaret, and well, Austin Abrams is just credited as Kid, and Purna Jagannathan plays the character of June. So they were pretty good. The film's fine and what have you. I mean, I like how it being dark and what have you done the dark and everything. I just think this kind of a mixed bag, but I feel like it has potential. Rotten Tomatoes has a score 67%, saying Clooney and Pitt's professional star power gives the film zip even when it cycles through cliches of the fixer genre, making for a pleasing and slick throwback. I do agree, it is cliched, but it was still fine though. Metacritic has a score 60. And let's see, Theodore Shapiro does the score, and I thought that was pretty good. It has some pretty good tunes as well, some songs I'm actually familiar with. So anyway, I think Wolves was not too bad of a film. I could have expected a little better, but it didn't. And also, it didn't give me much laughter though. Just kind of didn't give me too much laughter. It gave me a little bit, but not a whole lot that I hoped for. But still, it was pretty good though. And John Watts did pretty good. Now this wants to have a sequel, but however, after Apple's decision to pivot the film to streaming despite prearranged arrangements for a theatrical release led Mr. Watts to not move forward with a sequel that had been announced. So, yeah. Oh well. But anyway, Wolves wasn't too bad. My score for Wolves, I give it 3 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 6.5. Alright, now to the final mini review. And the final film I'm going to do a mini review of is the 2024 action thriller Carry On, which was just now released on Netflix. Directed by Kwame, Wamaine Colette Sarah. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Well, I know this name very well because he directed Orphan as well as Jungle Cruise and Black Adam. And of course, Netflix did this film along with DreamWorks and Dylan Clark Productions. The film's story was written by T.J. Fixman and stars Taron Egerton along with Sophia Carson, Danielle Deadweiler, and Jason Bateman. Now, its story plot you get what I'm saying. It follows a young TSA officer who is blackmailed into laying a nerve agent on board a flight during Christmas Eve. It's the TSA officer Ethan Kopek, who works at the LA International Airport. Of course, that's LAXTU. Has become cynical and ambitious after failing the police academy due to concealing his father's criminal history. Well, apparently, his pregnant girlfriend Nora encourages him to reapply and pursue his dream. Instead, Ethan requests his supervisor, Phil Sarkowski, assign him to manage a baggage scanning lane, hoping to demonstrate his merit for promotion. So apparently, but soon he receives an earbud through which he is contacted by a ruthless mercenary known as the Traveler, who orders him to let a specific carry-on case pass through the scanner or Nora will be killed. And apparently, it turns out to be something really something. Novichok, a lethal and incurable nerve agent. Yeah, that looks really bad. But anyway, this film I just watched and I was really impressed with. Rotten Tomatoes has this at a score of 84, saying Taron Egerton and against type Jason Bateman make for great adversaries in this film. A throwback thriller that clears all checkpoints of plot logic with its confident execution. Metacritic has it a score of 67, which that's good and all. I thought this film was so amazing and action packed and really suspenseful as well. It really had some pretty good pacing and what have you. I thought the story was pretty awesome. Lauren Balfe's score wasn't too bad either. Anyway, this was just so suspenseful and what have you, and I thought it had a lot of potential. For our cast, we have Taron Egerton playing the role of Ethan Kopek. I thought he was absolutely really good. Sophia Carson. Now, this is the first time I've seen her outside of the Descendants franchise from Disney as Nora, Ethan's girlfriend. Daniel Deadweiler plays Elena Cole. And let's see. We have Theo Rossi as the traveler's partner, known as the Watcher, and we have Dean Norris, who I remember from the former CBS sitcom United States of Al, playing Phil Sarkowski. But however, the big surprise in this was Jason Bateman as the Traveler. I must say, uh, after I've only known Mr. Bateman from numerous movies and TV shows from back when he was a youngster, appearing early on in Silver Spoons and then later on in the Hogan Family, I am going to say he does an exceptionally good job in playing the Traveler, who happens to be the villain of the film. I must admit, he does an exceptionally good job and is really superb in his performance. So overall, Carry On is very good. I mean, this is a film you definitely need to see for the holiday season if you really want some action and thrills. So overall, I would recommend this one because its story's really good, the music's good, so is its score. It's got great casting, great characters, and all sorts of things. So overall, for my score, I'm gonna give Carry On 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving it a 9. So there you go with my mini reviews. So what did you think of these films? Have you seen any of these films I've reviewed? Let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow, make the views grow. I'm happy to report I'm back up a subscriber, so now I'm back to having still needing 14 subscribers to make it to 800. Can I still make it before this year's over with? Which that's in exactly 2 weeks. Well, actually less than 2 weeks. Well, we'll see. I'm not gonna feel too bad. But anyway, tell all your friends about my channel. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Or share my vids with your friends if you'd like. And join me next time when I bring to you a review of another Apple TV Plus film, and that'll be Spirited. So if you like this, consider checking out my reviews for these other films. I've done recent spoiler-free reviews of. In the upper left-hand corner is my spoiler-free review of a recent film from Apple Films, and that's Napoleon from last year in 2023. The upper right-hand corner is my recent mini reviews vid, which I did on Argyle and the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Or if you would like maybe something else, you can check out my spoiler-free review of Craven the Hunter in the bottom left-hand corner. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.